I can't believe we haven't discussed this subject yet. Do you have anything for a character that teleports? This one is actually hard, not because I don't know what to do, but because there's been so many teleporting characters, and so many depictions of warps, jumps, blinks, jaunts, beam-ups, space foldings, and boom tubes. And so designing lettering for a teleporter requires a lot of sifting through past comics to find the influences that match your personal style. For me personally, the biggest influence would be Nightcrawler, as I grew up on Uncanny X-Men and Excalibur. From what I can tell, his porting ability has never really affected his lettering. Usually, he just pops out of a Banff cloud and speaks normally in a white speech balloon. I really love this panel, which shows multiple Banffs at once, with each appearance continuing the monologue. Now, I did remember the first issue of Defenders from way back in 1972, where the teleporting is depicted much more like a piece of word art. Necrodamus's words seem to fade in or out, or even look like they're being sucked into the portal with him. I think this is really cool, but if your character teleports often, it would be a lot to render. In a lot of comics and manga, the teleporter just doesn't speak out loud during jumps, probably because the creators want to limit the clutter in the panel layouts while the characters are jumping around in space. Or characters just narrate their thoughts during jumps using basic thought bubbles or narration boxes. Some people just enjoy being by themselves. But I really like this moment in Jujutsu Kaisen, which doesn't actually involve teleportation, but it is a series with a lot of concepts that warp space or move people through space and into different spaces. But I just love this particular panel with the burst pattern behind the type. It just feels like a dynamic shape that matches the feeling of jumping somewhere in a flash. So I'd like to take that energetic shape and add it to the understated technique of Nightcrawler. I'll write the first part of a character's dialogue before a jump, then add an abrupt stop in the middle of a sentence with some dashes. I'll take this extra circle here and turn it into a nice, clean, symmetrical burst shape. Then continue the rest of the sentence with an identical burst shape and a standard dialogue balloon. I really like this system because you could use this in one panel as the character blinks around quickly, or you could have a character speak as they jump across panels or even across a page turn. It's very self-explanatory of teleportation without ever being busy.